Parkland, Florida. Are you planning to move in there? Yes? Great. But before moving there, is it worth it? That's something I will let you be the judge of. What I will tell you are the pros and cons of moving to Parkland, Florida. Hello, and welcome to this channel. I am Portia Voss, making your Broward County living dreams come true. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Parkland, it's in the northern Broward County, Florida. Are you surprised that it's 42 miles northwest of Miami? It's 14.35 square miles and contains 30,000 mixed residents according to the 2020 census. With 34,670 residents, even their slogan, environmentally proud, conveys their passion. There are multiple pros if you're planning to move there. Firstly, excellent schools. Well, the residents of Parkland, Florida are indeed fortunate to have amazing schools. The schools in Parkland have a really good reputation. According to Broward County public school records, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas for the past several years has kept their A school rating. In spite of past pain, they truly continue to be MSD strong. The school system there is one reason why this city is so attractive for parents who want to find the best educational options for their children. Secondly, the low crime rate. From its inception in 1963, Parkland, Florida has been committed to providing a safe and secure environment for its residents. 60 years later, that commitment continues, and families looking for a peaceful and safe place are drawn to this unique city. In Parkland, you can tell the quality of life is great, and the residents have a strong sense of well-being and good health. The third thing is quite interesting. Although Parkland, Florida was established in 1963, the majority of the homes were built after 2010. This makes the town look new and young. Parkland is a great place to live because the value is clear when you look at the room and the prices of the homes in the area. The city is interesting because it focuses on modern life. While the area's appeal is increased by the large number of new homes, you do have options. If you're looking for large yard spaces, many of the homes, especially in the east area of the city, are close to an acre or more. Parkland is a very well-kept city, and its residents boast of its beautiful homeowners association communities. It's a great city for families and single people who want to live in a modern area that is growing. Fourthly, there are a lot of recreational activities. Parkland, Florida is a wonderful spot for nature lovers. There's warm weather year-round, so it's great for doing lots of different activities outside. Experience hiking in the Tall Cypress Natural Area. You'll see beautiful cypress and marsh areas all around you. Going there is a great way to get close to nature. There are horseback riding tracks, forest areas, and there's quite a few parks to enjoy with family as well. If you like playing on the greens, then go for a round of golf at the infamous Parkland Golf and Country Club. Golf fans love it. Residents also take advantage of the nearby Quiet Waters Park, where they can spend a fun day by the lake. You can fish, go swimming, or just have lunch and rest. For anyone who loves being outside, it promises to be a great time. Which leads to my final pro for Parkland, a rural feel. Parkland, Florida is all about embracing the rural lifestyle and living in harmony with nature and the community. The city has intentionally planned everything to create a peaceful and comfortable environment for its residents. It's all about promoting serenity and tranquility. The parks and nature preserves all over the city are just great. I think focusing on outdoor activities improves our quality of life and helps us feel a deep connection with nature. Parkland is quite proud of how it preserves the natural beauty and fosters a close-knit community. It's the perfect place for people and families who want a peaceful and harmonious living experience. But no place is perfect, right? There are multiple cons you need to keep in mind before you contact a real estate agent. For instance, it has a high cost of living. Did you know that some houses in Parkland, Florida are pretty pricey? In fact, based on recent MLS records, with 142 current listings, 16% of them are under $830,000. This means that a whopping 84% of current listings in the city are over $830,000. Of that 84%, 56% of those homes are listed for over $1 million. That's pretty interesting, right? Parkland currently has a cost of living index at 111.2, which is more than the US average index of 100. The cost of living index means that things like rent, food, and medical care cost about 11.2% more in this city than they are throughout the US. The home market is a big reason why living costs are so high. It's crazy that the average home costs $1,077,923, which is over 200% more than the national average. Wow. It costs a crazy $2,700 a month average to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. That's about 100% more than the national average. Make sure your family makes at least $194,400 a year, or at least $97,000 per year if you're living alone to live easily in Parkland. Secondly, the limited nightlife. One bad thing about living in Parkland is that there aren't many places to go out and shop at night. That's right. The city doesn't have as many shopping malls and business buildings as other places, which might limit the number of places to eat and shop. What's great about Parkland though? Family is everything. Parents and kids of all ages enjoy many fun events and activities. There's always something fun going on, from parks to cultural events. Make sure you think about what you like, how you live, and what you want to achieve before you decide to move to Parkland. Taking into account the pros and cons will help you make an intelligent choice that meets your needs. Thirdly, it feels geographically isolated. Parkland is this cute little town in the northwest corner of Broward County. It's about 42 miles away from busy Miami, so it kind of feels like it's in its own little world. Yeah, the long commute can be tough, especially if you need to get to major centers often. Since Parkland is a more rural area, it doesn't have the convenience of being close to a variety of urban amenities like you would find in more central locations. Even though it's technically part of the Miami metropolitan area, the city can feel a bit disconnected from all the exciting stuff happening in the bigger urban hub. It's spread out, the way geography is set up can really affect how people live their lives. It might make it harder for residents to enjoy things like going out to eat, finding entertainment, or experiencing different cultures, especially if they're far away from the city centers. Then comes the limitations of public transportation. Yes, Parkland has a real problem when it comes to public transportation. It's pretty limited, which can be a real pain for people who don't drive or prefer not to. It can be a real hassle when there aren't enough bus lines or good public transportation options. It makes it harder for people who rely on public transportation to get to work every day. Yeah, this limitation highlights how important it is to have your own car or motorcycle when getting around the city. It could certainly impact the mobility and accessibility for people who depend on public transit. And lastly, the job market. Parkland is often seen as a great place for families. But one thing can be tough is finding good job opportunities. It's not quite on the same level as bigger cities in that regard. It seems like the intentional design of Parkland, with its country neighborhood vibe and focus on family, might result in fewer job opportunities there. If you're thinking about moving, it's important to think about whether you might need to commute to nearby towns for more job opportunities. So when you're thinking about moving somewhere new, it's really important to consider the job opportunities available. It can make a big difference in your decision-making process. At the start of the video, I asked if moving to Parkland is worth it. Is it? I love Parkland, Florida. It's very beautiful because it has so many parks and other green areas. The people who live there can do so many fun things outside. They can camp, ride bikes, swim, or even hike. It's the ideal spot for living a busy nature life. Pine Trail Park is so peaceful and lovely that it makes the city even more charming. All the cool events that the city puts on, like music and fairs, show how much they care about their arts and culture scene. It's a fun way to get people together and show how lovely the city is. A lot of people love living in Parkland because it puts a lot of value on nature and society. People from all walks of life move to this quiet, close-knit neighborhood. I hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, do contact me. If you want further updates, subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my socials given in the description below. click on the boxes on the screen to check out more of my videos. My name is Portia Voss, making your Broward County living dreams come true, and I'll see you next time.